Hello, everyone. This is Letao, your astrologist and your spiritual counselor. Thank you very much for joining this month's full moon in Aquarius pick a card reading. At the beginning of the video, I have provided you guys with three different options. Option one, the Firebird. Option two, the Bluebird. And also option three, the Snowbird. So just follow your intuition, pick a pile that you feel most resonated with. Before we start reading, I just want to briefly talk about what full moon in Aquarius is about. Now, in this month, where we are welcoming this full moon in Aquarius, this full moon is happening at around 27 degrees in Aquarius, forming an opposition to the natal sun. And at the same time, we're also seeing this moon in Aquarius forming a square, which is a 90 degrees angle with the transiting Uranus. Now, this is a very interesting phenomenon because we're seeing this T-junction, right? Three different planets forming square and opposition with each other. Now, what is interesting thing is that the modern ruler of Aquarius is actually Uranus. So when the moon is full in Aquarius, squaring its modern ruler, this is definitely showing some kind of changes, chaos, that is actually happening at a very high level, right, for the whole society. I do believe that this full moon is going to bring some kind of revelation regarding change, chaos, or perhaps even some type of revolution to the human society in some way, shape, or form. All right. Now, perhaps this could also be something good for you guys because remember, evolvement and also revolution towards modernization and towards enlightenment can only happen through some type of forms in chaos and in changes. All right. Now, with all that being said, let's start with pile number one. Okay, pile number one, you have picked the Firebird. Now we're gonna do the reading and to look at the general energies for you and see if there's any guidance from the universe to help you go through either your challenges or overcome your difficulties, perhaps bringing some extra blessings. All right. Now, first of all, we're gonna shuffle the cards from Oracle of the Celestial Deities and see which the Greek or Roman god or goddess is protecting you at this period of time, number one. All right, so we're going to pull one card. Eros. All right, the god of love. Okay, beautiful. Now we're going to pull three tarot cards from the Mythic Tarot. And just to check your current energy and also what's coming up for you guys. Pile number one. Universe, please help us, provide us the guidance we need for pile number one. Our lovely audience who have chosen the Firebird. All right. One more shuffle. All right. Pile number one. Your first card is Knight of Wands. Very fiery, okay? Firebird, of course. Second card, the Hierophant. Okay. Number three, we have the Page of Sword. Okay. Very good. Now we're gonna go to the Star Code Oracle. We're going to find one card, yeah, just from here. One card as your general energy, your advice, your universe, please provide some useful. Okay, so this one. Sixth house, stability. Okay, or sustainability. Sorry. Okay. And we're gonna go to your go to our Oracle of the Mythic Heroes to get a little bit extra guidance, right? Universe, please help us. Help number one, the Firebird audience, and give them the wisdom and strengths that they need. Meet us, greed. Okay. Very nice. Finally, we're going to go to one of my favorite Oracle decks. This is called your Traveler's Oracle. Okay. Now I'm gonna find one card as the crown energy for you. What's on top? Okay, what is the overall energy for you guys? One more shuffle. All right, just one card. Okay. Stepping into power, you are strong beyond measure. Powerful. Okay. Firebird. Okay, so there is a general theme actually here for you guys. Um, the energy sitting in the middle is called Eros. I'm not sure if any of you guys are aware of who Eros is. Most people are more familiar with his Roman name, which is Cupid, right? You know, the cute, charming baby fat angel, okay, who shoots arrows to make people fall in love. Eros energy in its best form, it's about using your personality and using your high emotional intelligence to get what you want, right? This god in mythology is not a very powerful god in terms of its, strengths, right? Or its, sense of authority, right? It's very different from Zeus or let's say Poseidon, right? But Eros is a love angel, right? So his energy or his magic lies in how he connects people, right? Through, the arrow of love, right? When she shoots the arrow, people will, madly fall in love and they want to be together. They want to talk to each other, right? They can't stop thinking about each other. Eros is telling you that this month is a very, very important thing probably you will need to bring to the table for your life in order for things to move forward. Is how you use your personality, how you're going to use this sense of, love and, your charm to get what you want. So one of the things I would say specifically, because in the tarot, you've got Knight of Wands on the left corner, right? This is usually telling you that if there are things, for example, you want to do, you want to chase, right? You want to pursue, instead of you just using force, right, to just go for it, right? Almost like I want this, I'm gonna fight for it, right? This is the period of time perhaps you need to step back a little bit and look at the situation, be like, okay, I still want what I want, but how am I gonna use high emotional intelligence to, for example, say the right thing at the right timing to the right person. And in order to give them the right impression, and so that they will like me and they will accept me and they will give me what I want. So there's a lot of that kind of people skill that is involved and required actually this month for you guys. Number one, this Knight of Wands could be about your sense of impatience. Perhaps you want things right now, too much, too fast, right? So, this could be telling you, okay, so let's just balance that a little bit. Then you go to the Hierophant with Page of Sword. And now this is a very interesting because these two cards sitting together could be very much about you negotiating something with your company, or you want something from a specific organization, a company, or maybe even if you're dealing with a government. This could be about you, charging forward and just say to your boss, right? I want a promotion, or I want to do this, I want to do that, or I don't want to do this, right? So don't ask me to do this. Things like that. But with this Eros energy, what I really say to you is it's very, very important that you don't use a direct approach. It's important that perhaps you need to sort of like befriend, right, your boss, or use your personality a little bit to attract them, to make them kind of like fall in love with you, or not necessarily fall in love with you, I'm sorry, but you know what I mean, to make them somehow appreciate you, or somehow they just like you because you have such a nice personality. You are such an amazing person, amazing employee, right? And so because they love you, and that's why, even though they don't have to give you what you want, but they will want to give you what you want. Because at the end of the day, we're all human beings, and we always choose the person that we personally like, right? We just favor them, right? So that's why we give it to them. And so also what I will also say to you is because around the Eros energy, you got the sixth house, I'm sorry, which is called the sustainability. On the other side, you got the Midas greed. What I will say about this is when you're negotiating something with an authority, something like that, try not to ask for too much, if you know what I mean. Find the middle balance. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't ask for things at all. Let's say if you want, throwing out a random example, yeah. Let's say you want more salary, right? Or you want to have to get better paid, right? Your this negotiation needs to be based on the sustainability of your job, right? Meaning that if you're asking for a suddenly 30%, increase, either give to me or I'm gonna leave. Well, possibly they're gonna just let you leave, right? So the sixth house is usually telling you that it's important that you look at things in balance. What is a healthy amount that you should ask for? What is a healthy request that you should make, right? And the Greek card tells you not to go too far in terms of what you want now. Now, the Greek card does not tell you that you are greedy, but it does tell you that sometimes it's about strategy, right? It maybe eventually you should, you do deserve, all everything that you ask for because you're good at what you do, because you have worked very hard, or whatever situation that you're in. But this energy is a little bit like saying that you need to go step by step to get there rather than boom, one jump, right? Just like this Knight of Wands below. The sixth house has a lot to deal with our sustainability, our health, right? And our daily operation. And this energy has a lot to do with Virgo. And, when it comes to the Virgo energy, right, there's a sense of digestion there. When I think of the energy of the sixth house in astrology or Virgo energy, it's almost like you're eating something and you need to let your gut, right, digest it little by little. See, if you're eating a huge meal, right, possibly your body will not be able to handle it. However, if you're eating slowly, right, then, take your time, that you can eat a lot. Now, a perfect example for this is you go into a buffet, all you can eat, right? If you're just kind of like, really, track things down, you're probably going to get full very quickly, right? And then you feel like, oh shit, I only had 2 plates, I'm done. But, this is a buffet, I should eat more. So if you take your time to eat, right, probably, this will be a much better solution for you. So this is what I feel about your energy at this moment, right? Another thing about this is because the sixth house is also to deal with your health as well. So I do feel that for this month, right? If you're dealing with some kind of health issues, the Aries energy does tell you that, this is a good time for you to actually ask for help and ask for, advice from the people around you. Try not to just kind of like, trying to understand what's happening with yourself and to be too embarrassed to talk about this. Very possibly a lot of the health things could be related to some kind of inflammation because you got Knight of Wands below that, right? Now, however, I do feel that for most of you guys, this is about a work situation. Now, whatever that you want to negotiate or talk to with a company, with your current employer, or you're looking for some kind of employment, just know you deserve, okay, what you want, but it's about the method. It's about how you ask for it. Okay. Now, get on top, we got this card, which is beautiful. It says, you are strong beyond measure, stepping into power. Now, what I'm seeing here is a man holding a lamp, and he's walking in, kind of like kind of at night, right? And there are people also following him, right? So it seems like he really wants to go somewhere. He really wants to get somewhere. And so what I noticed in this card, apart from noticing your own power, noticing your your own, the so-called strengths, right, in yourself. I do feel that this card tells you that, you will actually, you will walk out of the darkness, right? Because at the end of the day, you can see this person, he's holding a lamp and he's trying to walk out of somewhere, right? Perhaps he's trying to seek treasure somewhere, finding the treasure box, or maybe climb a mountain to find something, right? And I feel that this is really focusing on the journey that you're walking at this moment, right? So there is a goal there, but like what I said, depending on what kind of method that you use or what kind of attitude, right, that we have in order to get to where we want. And also, just coming back to the sixth house, this card speaks to me so much, in this reading. This card also tells you that, right, so what does that mean, sustainability? How can you make sure that the path is always in front of you and you're always walking without being tired, right? So this also tells you to kind of like rein in your power a little bit. Don't go boom, boom, the first 3 days, right? All power out, and then you're tired, or you're feeling exhausted, or you get bored of it. Little by little, grind your way through it slowly, little by little, right? And also this Eros card with the stepping into power, look at that card. This man, he has someone behind him. He's not alone. He's almost like leading a team, right? There are people, behind him, following him, things like that. So I feel this Eros card also tells you that during this period of time, avoid loneliness. If you need a little bit of friendship support, if you need to feel a sense of belonging, you do need to connect with people. Okay, have friends, have people around you. Remember, at the end of the day, this is an Aquarius reading, right? Full moon in Aquarius. And one of the keyword for Aquarius is friendship, community, right? How do you feel that you are part of the community? How do you feel that you are being accepted, right? And being loved by the people around you? That will play a quite important role during this period of time for you. All right. Very, very good. Group number one, the Firebird. I'm so glad that I'm able to do this reading for you. I wish you guys all the best. Sending you a lot of love, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next reading. Hello, group number two. You guys have chosen the Bluebird. Welcome to this pick card reading. This is your full moon in Aquarius, guidance, prediction, and advice. All right. Now, with all that being said, let's go straight into the reading for you guys. First of all, we're going to use Oracle of the Celestial Deities to pick some general energy for you guys. Let's see which deity from the ancient Roman and Greek mythology is for you for this full moon in Aquarius. Wow, the goddess of love, Venus. All right, beautiful, Bluebird. Now we're gonna pull 3 tarot cards from the Mythic Tarot, and let's see what's happening for you guys, right? So we're gonna thorough shuffle. Okay, oops. Oops, oh, something just jumped out. Okay, so actually that's 3 cards, so we'll just use them. First card, Justice. All right. It's very funny, right? So we got Venus and then we got Justice. Just to let you guys know, Justice's card is ruled by Libra in tarot, right? If you study tarot, you should know this. And Libra is actually ruled by Venus. So maybe some of you guys are Libra moon, Libra sun, or Libra ascendant. Interesting. Okay. Second card, we got 5 of Swords. And finally, we've got the Magician. Okay. Okay. Interesting energy. And we're going to get 1 card from the Astro Code. Okay, let's see what this is about. Oh, so we got 2 cards flipped out, and we're gonna shuffle. Okay, and we just pick whatever that works. This one, 12th house introspection. Okay. Just in case you guys are curious, the other card says the 9th house exploration. Okay, but we're not gonna pick that. Okay. Now we're gonna go to Oracle of the Mythic Heroes and to find some extra spiritual guidance. Okay. Good. Okay. Universe, please help us. Please help group number 2, our audience who have picked the Bluebird, and give them the right guidance. All right, 1 card. Siren's Cleanse. Yeah, makes a lot of sense actually. All right. So finally, we're going to have a look at your general guidance on the highest point. Okay, this is going to be the last card that we're going to pull today. We're reading from our Traveler's Oracle. Okay, so just 1 card. Universe, please help us, please guide us. And our group number 2, the Bluebird. What's the message? Mystic healer, healing energy flows through you. I mean, all right. So look, group number 2. Okay, now the more we pull this card, and there's a very strong message in here. Yeah, so have a look at the picture here. Group number 2. This full moon in Aquarius, of course, as you know, the general meaning of full moon is always about completion, right? Ending, wrapping things up, right? And getting ready for the new cycle. Now, for you guys, there's a lot of reflection and there's a lot of introspection and also a lot of healing to do from whatever things that either hurt your feelings, made you feel that you are less valuable, or made you feel that you are not beautiful enough for someone. Now, of course, this is a general reading. For some of you guys, literally, this is about you thinking about a relationship, okay? Now, for some other people, this could be about other things. This could be about a career question or even dealing with a family member, right? Now, one of the things that you have with Venus sitting in the middle is a lot of people, when they see Venus, they tend to say, yeah, I know Venus. Venus is about, meeting someone and I fall in love, right? And then we get married. Sometimes, yes, but in this specific reading, the Venus is actually talking about your self-love. Sometimes, I don't know if you guys have ever done an actual astrological reading with a professional astrologist. if you have done an astrology reading with me, actually, usually I'll tell you, if you have your natal Venus in your first house, possibly very close to your ascendant, this is usually saying that somehow we tend to see ourselves through other people's eyes, meaning that we care a lot about how we are being seen, how we are visible, let's put it this way, in our society, how other people treat us, and we tend to sometimes in a subconscious way use other people's way, or other people how they see us as a barometer, right, to judge whether we're on the right path or not. Because at the end of the day, everyone wants to be liked. Everyone wants to know that everybody likes them, right? Now, so this Venus in the first house is usually telling you that perhaps this is a period of time for you to really love yourself first before we seek that kind of outward either validation or outward support from other people. Venus is love, but she's in the center. So this is about love coming from deep down yourself. Now, let's have a look at the cards around it. On the left side, you got a 12th house introspection. This is a card asking you to go very, very deep within yourself and ask yourself that if there are certain things that I'm not happy with or that I'm not completely satisfied with, what is this about? What do I need to reflect on, or what do I need to go inward to understand my own sense of beauty, my own value, right? Am I really cherishing my value? And do I have the confidence as who I am and to walk into the society and the hustle and bustle? Or sometimes do I actually rely on how much other people like us? How does a partner love me? How does my boss love me? That things like that. Do I depend on those kind of opinions and things like that, right? And so this 12th house has a lot to do with reflection. Sometimes if you are, involved in a complicated relationship, this could also be asking you to reflect on your relationship and see this from a different perspective. Now, because you also have got a Sirens card on the right side, it says cleansing. Definitely there's something for you to understand through this full moon. See, full moon is about reflection. When the moon is shining like a pancake in the sky, it is asking you to look into the mirror. It is saying basically, what are you seeing through that mirror, through that full moon? And so that you will be able to actually find some either guidance or reach some type of a revelation or understanding about who you are and how you want to love yourself. Specifically, actually, this Sirens card has a lot to do with reflection, to be honest. And also, I don't know if you know what sirens are. Those things, creatures in Greek mythology, were the beautiful monsters who actually would sing beautiful songs and to lure sailors and to cause shipwreck. And then they will eat the corpse of the sailors. And so sometimes these kind of the so-called beautiful songs are actually the distractions. They are not our true inner voice. They are the things that other people say, other people use, either on purpose or maybe they're not, intentionally, right? The things they say or the, things, someone that you care about, they say to you, what the society says, right? And then you care about them. And then thus, due to those things, you tend to doubt yourself and thinking, okay, so what does that mean? So you just said that about me, but am I like that? Is it because I do that? Right? So that could cause actually a lot of the anxiety and self-doubt. So this is really asking you to block, okay, the harmful voices around you. Now, in the first house, you've got the Justice card. The Justice card, I see this card as two layers here. First of all, this Justice is talking about your deep desire to be fair, okay? I can see actually a lot of you guys, either you're a Libra or not, doesn't really matter. But this does show that somehow you care about the sense of justice. You're looking for the fairness. It's a little bit like if I give you something, I'm expecting you to treat me fairly. If I sacrifice myself, I'm also expecting you to understand how much I sacrifice, and you also should also, reciprocate, right? It's a little bit like that. So this is your own sense of justice in your own mind and what you're looking for. Now, this energy sitting in the first house in a good way is good because this is showing that you're a very fair person. But sometimes, to be honest, because we've got this 12th house on top of the justice energy, so it's also asking you that maybe this is something you do need to go through a little bit introspection, right? To understand, is your sense of justice the right way to move forward with things, right? Because sometimes we can be so engulfed in our own sense of justice. What is fair to us? What is fair to you? And we get caught and we get angry, right? With that sense of justice, because when we see other people who are not being justice with us, then we get angry or we get upset. Now, the second thing with this energy is over the next several weeks, I think it's very, very important that you can make some decisions. You can reach this decision in your mind about, okay, what is right and what is wrong? And if certain things are wrong, am I ready to clean that out of my mind? Or do I still want to keep depending on that to find how much I love myself or to find how happy I am with my life, right? This is a first thing. Now, with the Five of Swords, definitely this is saying that certain things, perhaps there could be certain things that is not just, not fair to you, right? It doesn't meet your sense of justice there. Perhaps this could be about some kind of conflict you have either with a partner or with someone, specifically because you got the Magician there. This could be about you, for example, having an argument or having some conflict with someone who is quite manipulative, right? This person, let's say, for example, if this is a boyfriend or a girlfriend of yours, maybe they're very good at, I don't know, gaslighting, right? Maybe they're very good at, saying things back, right? And make you have a little bit self-doubt. Or sometimes this could be vice versa, right? Sometimes we are also doing the gaslighting, but we are not aware that we're doing that. Doesn't matter. This is a general reading. Take what resonates with you. This Magician with the Five of Swords definitely showing that it's you might feel that when you're dealing with certain people, there are some kind of things that trigger you, right? And one of the important things, like what I said, coming back to the beginning, this Venus energy is telling you that find the healing, find the self-love, right? Before you deal with someone who's very difficult or who's challenging in your life, how do you find that inner healing first in order for you to really enjoy the love, right? Now, on top, we're seeing this major the crown. I call the last card we put the crown. Okay, now the crown says a mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. When I'm looking at this image, I think of the high priestess. Even though this is not a tarot deck, right? But I do see some kind of high priestess energy. If you don't know tarot, high priestess is number 2, okay, in the tarot major arcana. Now, this mystic healer reminds me of that. So what is that high priestess energy? It's talking about going back to simplicity, right? Going back to your inner voice. And again, ask yourself, what is my intuition telling me, right? Instead of, being distracted by the he said that, she said that about me, he is doing this to me, the whole world is chaotic, right? I mean, you guys know how messed up our world is these days, right? War here, war there, politicians, this and that. But at a personal level, right? At the end of the day, we all live in the same world, right? So on the higher level, for the society, you see all this kind of chaos happening. At individual level, of course, we're a part of the society. So sometimes these kind of things can manifest in our own personal life. And so with this mystic healer and Venus, I really feel that this is a period of time for you to kind of like set some boundaries there, right? And just listen to your inner voice, what truly your soul is desiring. Whatever that is telling you, but no, but you see, you can't do that. Ask yourself, is this your intuition or is this just your fear? And a very typical example is if you know that certain people are gaslighting you and they don't have the best interest, right, about you in your heart, in their heart, then naturally our intuition could be saying that, okay, this person is not good for me. I shouldn't spend more time with them. But then there could be this fear coming out saying, but no, but I cannot live without them, right? Because I need their help. I need their financial support. I need stability. Or because, if I really cut this person out, then what I'm going to do this and that, right? See, this is a difference. Your soul is asking you to find peace with something, but what is blocking that could be our inner fear. So I do feel that group number 2, there's a lot of introspection that you probably will need to do during this period of time. So this moment for you is a time of cleansing, healing. One of the advice I have for you guys is there are 2 things you can do. First of all, this is, the trick, burning sages at home, Palo Santo, just clean the energy, okay, of your space. Perhaps the space has been a little bit contaminated energetically. So do that, open your windows, let the air flow, okay? And the other thing that you can do is that Venus has a lot to do with flowers, okay? because Venus represents, beautiful things. So what you can also do is to put some fresh flowers actually at home. Remember, they must be fresh flowers. All right. I understand that fresh flowers cannot last very long, maximum maybe 5 to 7 days, and they will just, perish and you have to really throw them away. But, flowers can be actually quite, they don't have to be expensive, right? I mean, I don't know about, in your country. Physically, I'm located in Hong Kong now. And for us, pretty much, let's say, we use Hong Kong dollars here, but I'm just going to say this in US dollars so that it's easier for you guys to understand. Let's say, maybe, I don't know, 5, 6, maximum 10 US dollars, you can have some, fresh flowers, right? Like a small, a bunch, right? And you can put them in the water and put them in your home. And one of the things I would recommend is because you got a lot of cleansing energy in here, I highly recommend white lily. White lily represents purity and simplicity, and this has a lot to do with that mystic healer energy on top. And try to avoid things that are, too colorful, right? Like, of course, Venus represents something pink. So definitely, if you like something light pink, a light pink rose or carnation, that's totally fine. But the best thing I recommend for you guys this month, if you like flowers, definitely white lily. Okay. Now, the other thing that you can do is you can do some crystal work as well and use a clear quartz that could be very helpful to you, and also rose quartz, right? Because of this Venus energy, which brings a lot of self-love. All right. Thank you so much. Group number 2, I'm so glad that I've done this reading for you guys. And I hope you also resonated. Remember, if you enjoyed the reading, subscribe to my channel, like and share it with the people you love. Let's spread that love to everyone. Have a wonderful day and month, and see you guys very soon. See ya. Hello, group number 3. This is your reading for your August full moon in Aquarius prediction and energy check. This is Letao, your astrologist and your spiritual counselor. So you guys have chosen the snowbird pile number 3. Now, with all that being said, let's go straight into the reading. So first of all, we're going to use Oracle of the Celestial Deities to check which Roman and Greek deity is carrying your energy and can actually give you some useful guidance. Ready? Let's go. Wow. Okay. So we have got Medusa sitting in the middle. Okay. Seems like there's a lot of reflections to do, snowbird people. All right. Now let's go to the tarot deck. Okay. Let's see what's happening now and what's going to happen for you, and what to work on for this cycle. Okay. I'm going to give it a thorough shuffle. Snowbird. Ready? Let's go. First card, 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Second card, 2 of Wands. Third card, we have got the 5 of Wands. Okay. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to put one card from the Astro Code, okay, or Star Code, I think the name, yeah, Oracle. We're going to look at any guidance for us. The 9th house, exploration. Okay. Very good. Oh, I see what's going on here. Okay. Now, we're going to pull one card from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes, which is also my own publication. If you like Greek mythology, this is a deck for you. All right. Universe, please help us, help group number 3, and provide them with some useful guidance and wisdom. Strength, Hercules. Very clear message here. Okay, good. Finally, we're going to pull one card from the Traveler's Oracle. All right. What's the overall energy for us? What thing to know for group number 3? Desert Passage. Trust there is a divine plan. Very powerful message there, group number 3. All right, group number 3. I think for this group, right, there's a lot of I don't know why. Like I suddenly have a lot of empathy for this group. Maybe it is just how I feel, right? You guys know I'm a Cancer, right? Sometimes looking at a reading, I can be quite emotional. Look, you've got Ten of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and Five of Wands together with Medusa. This combination is telling me that you must overcome your fear to go out there to make that decision, to challenge yourself, and to so that you can manifest whatever that is you have always been dreaming about, okay? The Ten of Pentacles is talking about what you really want in your mind. You want the abundance, the prosperity, right? Happy family, relationships, everything coming together, leaving a legacy, right? The Ten of Pentacles is that kind of long-term success and the stability that you really desire in your mind. But because you've got a Medusa on top of Two of Wands, this isn't really showing that. But when you really need to take certain actions to manifest those things, then the fear will creep out of your mind and saying, oh, but that's too risky. But if I do this, then I might lose that. So I don't think I'm ready, right? And thus we're kind of like going through this mindset that, it's almost like lacking, okay? Maybe, you just feel you're not ready. Maybe you feel that things are not you don't have enough support yet, you don't have enough resource yet. So we keep feeling afraid, right, to go to the next stage. Now, because you also have got this Five of Wands next to you, this card is talking about the challenges that the battles that you must fight. On this picture, we see Jason, right, from the Golden Fleece, together with Medea, and they are doing a teamwork, right, battling the dragon in front of them in order to fetch the Golden Fleece. This is a card of you needing to have the courage, the action, the passion, the drive to fight for what you want. Now, here's the thing. The Ten of Pentacles in your mind is actually talking about that prosperity, long-term success, and the stability, right? The foundation that you really want for you to stand on, right? And so that you will always be able to feel this sense of abundance. But in order to get there, you have to fight the dragon. You have to really go out there and say, you know what, I'm ready to fight for this. I'm ready to, to dedicate myself to the cause that I actually believe in. And the Medusa in the first house, sitting in the center, is telling you that you have to be willing to do it and do not block this opportunity with your own mindset, right? For example, things like self-doubt, right? Believing or not believing you're good enough. And also next to this card, we can see this very strong energy from Hercules. What's the key word? You tell me. Strength, right? Hercules tells, again, this is about how you actually bring out that inner courage, right? To fight for what you want. Probably at this moment, the universe needs you to wake up that inner warrior in you, right? To really understand that, okay, maybe this is my first time to really fend for myself. Maybe this is the first time for me to really embark on this journey, but I can do this. All right. So for Snowbird, you guys, you know what you guys need? You guys need to release and let go of your sense of insecurity. And what you need to do is to step out of your comfort zone and be the true warrior, be the true Hercules for yourself. Okay. And on the left side, we got the ninth house exploration. Now, the ninth house in our lives, of course, it's about exploring new things. Specifically on top of the Ten of Pentacles, this could be about you maybe needing to explore, maybe open your own business, right? Start entrepreneurship, going to a new field if you want to be employed, that you really are interested in, right? Instead of being stuck in something that you don't see a future with. The Ten of Pentacles could also be talking about exploring the possibility of maybe moving to a different country, because the ninth house is also to deal with, for example, the foreign culture, foreign languages. This could even be about relocation, moving, right? Sometimes the ninth house is also to deal with higher education. So maybe this is a time when you're thinking about, do you want to do a degree, right? Through the study, perhaps you'll be able to start a new career in the future, or opening new doors through this higher education. But either way, I have this very strong sense of exploration, going into a new direction and just giving yourself the chance for limitless possibilities in front of you. So if you have been feeling stuck in a place, or in a certain let's say field or in a certain situation, your energy is really telling you that you have to really believe that there's something better for you if you can really apply your courage and your sense of action into it. So do not wait forever, right, for things to change. The change probably will start now, okay, if you take the action. Now, what is also amazing about this spread is on top, we have got this card, says, trust there's a divine plan. So sometimes people ask me, how do you find courage, right? You keep saying, be courageous. Yeah, I mean, it's easy for you to say, be courageous. You are not living my life. I'm the one in this difficult situation. If you are me, probably you wouldn't be a courageous either. Now, here's the answer for you. How do you find courage? Courage comes from the sense of faith. One of the things very interesting is the other day I actually did a podcast, right? I attended a podcast as a guest with someone in the States. And she asked me a question. She said, Letao, what's the best way to get rid of fear in our life? And this is what I truly believe. Pile number 3. I don't think we actually really get rid of fear. We live with fear, but the key is not about getting rid of fear, because we wouldn't be able to, right? We all have fear. We're afraid of losing certain people, losing certain stabilities. We're losing certain, the things that our comfort zone, let's say. But I think the most important thing is you know how to live with that fear, but you know how to manage it and how to control it, and so that it does not block you when it comes to making certain decisions, right? For you to manifest the abundance and the prosperity and the love that you actually want. Look at this card on top. This is you. In front of you, there is a desert, right? And then this person is thinking, okay, going through desert is scary, right? Will I have enough water? How far is my goal, right? How many days do I need to spend in there in order to finish this journey, to see the oasis, to see, right, the water, to see the village, right? I don't know, but the keywords in the card on the card says, trust there's a divine plan. So you do need to believe that whatever this dragon that you need to fight, this is not a coincidence. This is the universe put this challenge in front of you and say, you can do this. But do you believe, and do you have the ambition, and do you have the power to do this? Draw in your inner strength like the Hercules, who is the one famous for killing monsters, overcoming difficulties, and not be scared, okay? Pile number 3, I truly believe that if you can do, or at least not for me, right, not for this reading, but if you can just give yourself an opportunity to really go for what you want, to really go for what your heart desires, I guarantee you that the universe will reveal the true treasure in front of you. And only in hindsight, you will understand it's totally worth it. At the end of the day, just remember what it says on the card. Trust there is a divine plan. Thank you very much, pile number 3. I'm so glad that we're doing this reading for you guys. I hope this has provided some kind of guidance and help to you guys. Remember, if you like the reading, please subscribe to my channel. Please like and share it with the people you care about. Always spread the love, right? That's the most important thing for us. And I send you all my blessings. See you guys very soon in the next month's reading for the 12 different zodiac signs. Have a wonderful month. See you later.